Okay. Yeah, but you've never been called that before.
No, I have. I killed the last man who called me that.
How did you?
Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father, but it's now your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then?
It's like
It may be for the best, your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in?
Alrighty. Here's how this is gonna work. If you vote for A, I'm gonna high tax you this next tax season. If you do not vote for A, you will not get high taxed.
Outdated traditions. No need for a coronation at all.
I can't make the. I wanted to do make the peasants do a blood oath or whatever it is. Like, because my grandfather and my father had both voted for that same one. Now they got rid of it. I'm very disappointed.
We can't raise his authority because that gives him the option to go the stability trade route again. You gotta keep his stability low. Hell or high water, the king will fall. It is decided there will be no coronation.
What? I was looking forward to that.
The nobles have spoken. I'm sorry, your majesty. Maybe you could put your crown on in front of a mirror and pretend?
The lack of coronation bewilders the common folk, most of whom won't see your name or face until the new coins are minted. Council introductions.
Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles.
Just introduce yourself to the Counts of the East.
An honor to finally make your acquaintance, your majesty.
It's a pirate!
To hear of your father's passing.
Just introduce yourself to the Grandees of the South.
May the Nine bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you conduct yourself with high honor and faith.
Introduce yourself to the Barons of the March.
Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we're sure to whip this kingdom into shape.
Baron Junior Boomer Jr.
I thought you guys would like that.
The front is capitalized this time. Very good.
And with that,
Baron
the introduction.
Junior Boomer Jr.
I love the name, Junior Boomer Jr., Baron of the March. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Yeah, except you had the spy network.
I can't wait for Baron Junior Boomer Jr. to die and then be Baron Junior Boomer Jr. the second.
Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking at any opportunity to replace you.
I'm 17.
That's a check.
My father was reigned for like 18 years, so I'm only like 16, maybe.
You look older than your dad.
I do, and I'm younger.
When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
As the trade one.
Okay.
A lofty goal indeed. Yeah, I wonder why he goes straight. I suggest over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. We'll be watching.
Violetta of the Alloric dynasty, sinister eastern chessmaster, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully.
My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Lothgar III wears the crown.
Lower Defiance or Lower Defiance? Not the doppelganger one, the other
Yeah,
one.
that would be the third time that the council tried to do that in a row.
No,
No, they did doppelganger, then immortality, right?
Ascension
Oh,
is what they were.
The counts plan to summon a demon to possess the king, putting him totally under their control. First, they must lull the king into false security. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less than 2 seasons.
I smell taxes.
Martin of the Junior Boomer Junior bloodline, well-known former bandit, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched.
we have the barons of the march back down from the fight. Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne.
There's like 3 soldiers there. It's like, yeah. Oh, raise treasury. So if he taxes us, that's helping you.
Lower others' military, lower stability.
Probably would have done the same choice as you if I were in your boots, Noah.
Yeah, and you got a decent amount of coin in your treasury. And you promised not to tax people. Or heavy tax them.
Did he?
Well, yeah, because the vote thing, remember? At the start?
I might break that with Jacob. Forgot to be honest. He's incite rebellion. You know, I gotta snap that out.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Chantry and Noah, yeah. The barons plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the kingdom before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance the scheme, the barons must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more!
That'll be easy.
Verdad, the Darkula, powerful former priest, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury.
A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered.
I think his is like the weakest one. Like, not just like his cousin, but like a descendant of his cousin and his cousin. He just had a kid to become king. Like,
Like, come on, man, let the other people rule. Are you gonna marry into the Grandees again?
Nah, man. To go sorcery, I really want to voice another wizard. They're so fun.
Oh, but it's authority.
I know. I'll help you. Just so I can voice the wizard.
Okay.
Oh,
Grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabble, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy.
Because I've seen the Baron's wizard, and I've seen the Patrician's wizard. I don't know if I've seen the Grandee's wizard.
To advance the
Yeah,
schemes, the
sure.
Grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons.
well, it's probably gonna be the same wizard, I bet you.
No, there were 2 different... There was a different wizard for the Barons, and there's a different wizard for the Patricians. I bet you there's a different wizard for all of them.
Iron Chains, that looks like a good one.
Iron Choice would be good. Royal Gamble's pretty good.
Your distant cousin.
Your Majesty, I have a matter of some delicacy to speak with you about. Good day, cousin! How's the old kingdom going, eh? Oh, I always thought it looked like a lot of work, but I suppose you got a fancy hat.
Lord Fitzgerald is a very, very distant cousin, about 15th in line to the throne. You haven't seen him in years.
Well, he's obviously disputing the throne. He's not a grandee.
Cousin, why are you dressed like that?
Quite the dashing figure, aren't I? I had to borrow a few bits from Baron Jr. Boomer Jr. after a donkey chewed through my coat. Lord Pitzelberg's been staying at my estate for the last year, Your Majesty, but unfortunately, there's been some financial impacts. He's been borrowing money from me for a few months, saying he's paying me back when his luck turns, But now, my coffers are bare. Oh, yes, poor Junior Boomer Jr. Couldn't even afford a little banquet to see me off, brokey. I'm sorry, it's come to this, but I must petition to the court to fund Your Majesty.
Your Grace, the Treasury cannot bear such an expense.
Yeah, it actually can't. Unless if you royal gamble it.
I think we should let.
Lord Fitzalbert storms out in a noisy huff. Still, at least the treasury is safe from your cousin's grasp. A theft!
At least there is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Grandee Darkula my hand as I suppose showed off reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring. In process.
Gods above, nonsense! Rummage through your drawers. I'm sure you'll find thing.
Your Highness, a feud has stood between our families for centuries! Dracula's ancestors called Inquisitors on my ancestors for being a demon worshippers. Heresy. I said
Why
heresy.
is it the first time me, my father, or my grandfather has heard of this? It's gone on for centuries.
It's in the shadows.
That's because his ancestors were growing horns from their forehead.
Enough! I know Dracula stole my princess ring! It belongs to the Marches. Great luck and bounty, and my dear niece is to wear it when she marries.
Oh, this one.
Leave the squabbling.
Wait, arrest Darky. No, I don't want to be arrested.
Arrest him!
Arrest!
Beat your. Oh, like.
No, leave the squabbling.
Squabbling knows to deal with the situation themselves.
No.
It must be done.
Can you have me voted to arrest yourself? This will be disastrous. The loss of our lucky ring will bring ruin upon my family.
9 preserve us. There's nothing but baseless superstition.
I can't wait for this to resolve.
Even so, Baron Jr., Boomers Jr.'s sheep come down with a dreadful disease right after. Tension rises between the two families, with fights breaking out between their households whenever they visit the capital.
Greymane or Battleborn?
The Honor Guard.
So I'm the Chancellor.
I'll be High Inquisitor.
Oh, my bad. I clicked the screen.
You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The ninth guard should shield you from all harm.
True.
I've seen the ninth protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, Your Majesty.
I've made my decision.
Very well. I await your verdict with beating breath, Your Majesty.
Bated breath.
Same thing.
Veterans of the March.
A wise choice, Your Grace.
I will make the arrangements at once.
Yes, ask for the guards of the guy with 1 military. Foolishness! You do not trust in protection of the 9? This kingdom grows more faithless by the day.
The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on their sword hilts, each shoulder sports a bigger scar than the last.
That's all their military.
Yes,
Single
they're tied to conquer.
We believe in how good your units are versus how many you have.
Yes, quality over quantity.
Yeah, we got like Marines.
A fortress would be good.
How about a fortress and a monument?
A theater would block Jacob.
I don't think having a bigger army is going to help with anything.
It's fine. It's fine. No.
I think a fortress and
A monument.
No, I'm doing a peasant uprising though.
But
so
you need
me
more
having a
military. I'm
not
helping you out.
peasants. I don't think so.
No, you can't even buy anything. You're broke.
Don't even talk to me like that. Just shut up. I didn't even know I was broke, dude. I thought I could vote.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm giving you military. It's fine.
You're the one that voted on it? I thought Noah had exactly $100, and that's what he said.
No, I'm giving Noah military to show my good faith.
I was gonna get a deer park.
You're not getting a deer park.
I want a deer park.
Your complaining cousin.
Interesting news from the march. Do all your family reunions go this well?
Causing trouble again.
You could say that. Lord Fitzberg has decided to tell everyone that you're unwilling to give someone of their own bloodline funds on which to survive. It's stirring up bad feelings against you. Better to nip this in the butt before you get out of control.
Assassin!
I don't think that went too well for your dad last time. The king should formally apologize. Pay the barons to put him out.
You're vetoing that?
No, actually.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Royal camp.
I think we should get the king to formally apologize.
No.
If you reduce the treasury by 1,000, you will have.
Yeah, but he's got the gamble. How much did you get on the gamble? 600?
It's not worth it, dude. Because if you go with that one, you won't be able to pass your scheme. You just gave him the opportunity to do that. Why would you ever tie up a vote?
Because
Don't do that. Don't.
I got a feeling he doesn't want to lose his money.
If it prevents
Just knowing Jordan, I got a feeling he's not willing. He doesn't.
Now we shall see the king's true face.
That's my defiance down. Ooh.
Oh, he had the royal gamble on there.
Yeah.
You arrange payments to the barons of the march. Lord Fitzbert is shuttled around, rotating between barons so he doesn't cause too much trouble on a single estate. He's finally out of your hair. Ironic execution.
Your Majesty, my little birds have brought the most interesting of news.
Is it the whore of lemons killing the whore of lemons?
Whore of lemons too is it? She's been selling military secrets to Ashmead for subsidies, amounts of cash.
God damn it! Your military went down.
All lies, Your Highness! I've been feeding Ashmead strategic information to lull them into false sense of security!
Misinformation.
And besides, you can't cut my head off. My family invented the whore of limes. It's in the name! The old king, Lothgar II, promised my family it would never be used against us. Would you break that vow?
He says no such thing.
Have him shot full of arrows instead. Oh, that would be epic.
We should use the Whore of Lemons for his intended purpose.
Yes, clearly.
Off with his head.
I will allow it just because I think it would be funny. I don't want the Whore of Lemons best. I just think it would be funny if the Whore of Lemons gets killed by the Whore of Lemons or Limes. Whore of Limes 2 is led to the Whore of Limes and places her head inside. The blade descends.
Oh, the irony! The irony!
Despite the fact that she almost certainly made it up, you face a backlash for breaking your ancestors' so-called promise.
Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind?
Women.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom.
Where'd your mom go?
See what they have to offer.
Mom hasn't been around since the first
I
generation.
think the reason that they don't have the mom back in is because your mom would be another noble. And they
Yeah.
want to have to keep running that in.
Yeah, it would be the noble from that you married last game. I just decided
In
to
the
not
labyrinth
do that.
beneath the eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak their schemes against the king.
The Chancellor sent me a fruit basket last week to thank us for our efforts in helping the crown. I used a different voice for him before. It's working. Our reputation is secure. For some reason, I thought that was her talking. Our problem is now the Archbishop. His beaten eyes will focus on us if we're not careful. You must avoid him at all costs.
For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Gotta thank Caden for that one, man. He's been nuking their faith since he started playing.
Yeah, he's just like,
Across the kingdom, discontent with the king is rising. Everyone knew he was better off, but until now it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about the benevolent overlord, as everyone knows. Once a question has been asked, it can't be unasked. Somewhere in the march, a group of barons are touring Baron Jr. Boomers Jr.'s impressive trophy room. Once the tour is over, a bottle of brandy is uncorked and the barons settle down for some light treatment as a treat. You know, that's like a little bit of a tongue twister. Baron Boomer Jr.'s.
I know, right?
I think we need a B name.
The common folk are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the king's hiding, they're itching to get rid of him. Careful, you don't get them too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well.
Broke. What wealth?
Now it's time to incite real chaos. Show them King Uther III is not only greedy, he's utterly incompetent too. Sure.
For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower the stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Down in the south, Grandee Darkula is practicing his swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Suddenly, the sky turns black. A flash of light, boom, and a boom of thunder, and a figure stands where charred scraps of the dummy used to be.
I am Atmorel, Wizard of the Storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick.
Mommy?
Yeah, that's a different wizard.
I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his boundaries recently, hasn't he?
This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustices committed by the king's minions. Technically, the precepts of magic forbid me from intervening, But alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping to it still. One thing, though, you must deal with the bees on my
Bees again! Oh, whoops, you're recording.
But Mark, we can finally be bees.
Those are so funny.
Did you just say bees?
It really hurts my ribs. Ow.
ribs now?
No, I think I cracked one of my ribs when I crashed.
Are you sure?
It hurts to laugh.
You should go see a doctor about that.
Yes.
I'm going to in 2 weeks.
They're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent, calling themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty, and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional stings, so you can deal with them.
Athmore sets up residence on southern lands, raising a tower in a matter of hours. For miles around, the crops wither and die as magical radiation ravages the landscape. For the next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons.
Significantly closer than we've had it in other games. They only need to down it by 3 points.
As promised, I'm not high taxing you guys. Legible options.
I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance.
Yes, I know. Chance leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by cloth. Alright, then let's see the legible bachelorettes. They would square the cloth from the first portrait.
This is Nymphadora, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Alloric dynasty.
She looks like a
Why
nymph.
the artist made her look so severe? Just with the trick of the light, perhaps.
Yep.
Spends most of her time with the fencing master, mastering the blade. I've heard rumor that she's training herself for some epic confrontation with an old rival.
Intriguing candidate.
From the south, Chakintha,
Hey, that's my grandma's name!
the eldest daughter of the Darkula lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. Well, there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. And she's got grand plans, by all accounts. She wants to change the world.
Don't like the look of her.
And finally, we have the Marshal's offering.
Look at
Gloria,
them titties.
scion of the prestigious Junior bloodline. Beautiful Baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's also said to be obsessed with carving a place for herself in history.
Sounds like a laugh.
What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance.
I made my decision.
Bless me.
Keep it in the family.
Which of them do you wish to marry? Yes, another southerner? Let's just keep this.
Just
Keep this rolling until your inbred is...
Fortunately, I'm trying to win because there's a little bit of going on behind the scenes from what I hear. And I think the best strategic play is to go of the east.
Excellent. I'll make the arrangements.
Stop the presses.
Oh, yeah, the printing press. Your Highness, some anonymous firebrand in the East is spreading most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspirations against you.
The damn printing press.
Yes, Your Highness, but something's different this time. They're not just calling you a bad king, they're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. This is republicanism, and not in Kurth, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? Anyone carrying such a pamphlet should be killed on the spot, I say.
Yep.
Your grim orders are followed by watchmen across the east. Common folk are searching at random and hanged on the spot if a pamphlet is found on their person. Soon enough, you can't travel anywhere in the east without seeing a corpse dangling from a tree or a signpost. Ooh.
By the blood of the dead, Your Highness. I know we have to kill some peasants now and then, but this is too far.
Despite the carnage, the pamphlets explode in popularity. Your tyranny has only served to prove them right.
Probably should have tracked them down.
Horrible haunting. During a meeting with the council nobles, a commotion erupts as Grandee Duke lets out a piercing scream.
By the 9! It's here, it's here!
He faints away, falling to the ground with a crash.
Oh god.
And dies.
By the 9th god, someone fetch water! Serpent runs for water and holds it to Darkula's mouth.
I thought I'd be safe here, but alas, my hemorrhoids. When we built a monument in my lands, some manner of specter was disturbed, and now it's made me its target.
What's it doing exactly?
Are we really entertaining this nonsense?
I hear voices, Your Holiness, little pinpraps of the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horrible grey shape hanging over me. It's a face of a rotting mask.
We're too old for campfire tales, Darkula.
I beg Your Highness, gather the nobles, come to my aid. We must banish this wraith.
Your Grace. Let's ignore this situation. All will be fine.
Oh, that's just count as one.
Yeah, is what. Oh, you just made it a tie again, dude.
Someone's trying to get low taxes. I see how this is.
Greedy barons.
High Inquisitor sends a team of her most pious agents to investigate. They report back swiftly.
There was a spirit hanging over the monument, Your Majesty, a powerful one with a strong connection to Darkula. But my Inquisitors can handle anything. They stayed awake for 3 days performing a ritual with holy water and candles. The whole area is cleansed.
And Darkula sent you a nice gift as thanks. He's sleeping much better these days.
Ah, thank you.
Damn it, Noah.
Money.
I think I like my setup.
Customer shield.
Dynasty event. Ooh, Archbishop's Fury. You're enjoying a peaceful breakfast when the Archbishop barges into your dining hall waving a scrap of paper.
Your Majesty, this is an outrage. This was nailed at the door of the cathedral this morning by some two-bit priest called Smote Lemongrave.
Great name.
Yeah.
Short for, may I be smote by the 9th if I ever prove unworthy. A religious family, the Lemongraves.
Are they related to lemon whores?
It is not important. It is an essay decrying the church, making all sorts of fantastical accusations.
Outrageous.
He claims that we're corrupt, just because we're selling premium tickets to a cushy afterlife at 100 gold a pop.
Oh.
And he wants the church to officially change the 4th sentence of page 118 of the Holy Book so that it forbids selfishness instead of elfishness. He claims it's a typo, just because elves aren't real.
I mean, that's a fair, you know,
He
that's a
even
fair one.
criticizes my hat. He says it's a bit much. How dare he?
Sounds like heresy to me, Your Majesty. Can I have a pyre built in the city square before noon?
My liege, we should track down. Aww. Very well, we should have the church address these concerns. You think this fool has credibility? I never heard such blasphemy.
The Archbishop storms out of the council hall, but only a few days later, he reluctantly agrees to meet with the Lemongrave. That doesn't stop him from retaliating, however. In sermons across the kingdom, his lower priests call you a faithless devil and a craven labor hound. What does that last word even mean?
I don't actually know.
Gossamer's shield.
Your Grace, heed my plea. The great tragedy of our time has befallen the East.
A demon's hashed from the ground?
Worse even than that, I fear. Sweating because of our plan. An order of once great knights has fallen into disrepute. It's the order of the Gossamer Shield, Your Majesty. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land, tales that would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They're working as glorified bounty hunters for the March. This is a stain on the honor of the East.
Nonsense. Our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired Gossamer Security to keep order. At a pretty penny, I might add. How much money did that cost me? That wasn't that bad. Gossamer Security has been solving the problems we want solved and kicking the buttocks we want kicked.
Seventh take us, Gossamer Security. How has it come to this? These are knights, not mercenaries, and they need reminding of a little thing called chivalry. Please, Your Grace, I beg the council to be reasonable.
I think we should ignore the situation.
Let us ignore the situation, my lords. It is of no concern to us.
If you don't want to drop your farming, Dave?
I don't think it drops my farming, though.
It drops the total farming. You need total farming down.
Oh. I don't think it matters anyways. I think you guys were going to go against it.
I was gonna go for it.
The order of the Gossamer Knights remain happy mercenaries in the march, enjoying the spoils of their labor. Slowly, the barons rebuild their garrisons. But counts are not happy. Some openly complain about you, and rumors start going around about your unwillingness or inability to preserve traditions. Your wedding to Nymphadora is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing at St. Bertrand's Cathedral, while Nymphadora at your side.
Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Then I pronounce you king and wife.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Nymphadora, only dances with obvious reluctance. By the time you find yourself alone with Nymphadora, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired.
Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you, it can blossom into something of mutual benefit.
Agreed.
Excellent. I hope this alliance proves most fruitful indeed.
You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time, but for now, your wife is happy to keep you at arm's length.
Dynasty event.
Dangerous roads.
Your Highness, merchants of South are complaining about bandits. Southern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with guards. Gangs, the highly organized, well-armed highwaymen will ambush merchant caravans to steal absolutely everything.
Make a few empty promises. Drops the
I
trade.
agree with the Baron. I think it is for the best.
Weeks later, you hear word from the south the bandit problem is worse.
Ooh, by
The outlaws
two.
are ever more daring, and the merchants are too afraid to send their goods outside the city walls.
What is the dynasty event even? Oh, the Archbishop's meeting is a dynasty event. It's just covering up the other one.
What's this one called? Rising Tempers. BJ Squared stumbles into your throne room in a frenzy.
J squared. Are you serious? It hurts to laugh. Fuck.
I've been waiting to use that one, man.
that was pretty good.
Burst into the room in a frenzy, nursing a bloody nose.
My liege, your queen consort is out of control, completely unhinged. Why? I think she's broken my nose.
Why are you
Look,
picking
that's
fights
this
with
year.
queens, man? It was well deserved. You insulted my parents.
I only spoke the truth. Regardless, you were the one escalated to violence. I demand money for my injury.
Recompense.
His nose is so broken he can't even say the word.
Yeah.
Recompense.
Perhaps we should vote on it.
I'm sure my fellow barons will equally disgust by Nymphadora's brutish behavior.
Your Grace, surely you cannot act against your own wife. Think of your heir.
He's just trying to make sure he loses the least amount of money.
No,
Why didn't I get money? I wanted the money.
There, BJ Square Lyrius demands were thrown up by the council. Seething, he slinks quietly from the chambers. Archbishop is meeting. Against his wishes, the Archbishop has agreed to meet with Smote Lemongrave, the controversial priest who has been criticizing the church. Hammer out a compromise.
so glad you could make it.
Spare me your sarcasm, old fellow. I am here to save your church from rot and corruption. Why would the ninth forbid elfishness? Elfishness? Elves aren't even real.
Of course elves aren't real. The ninth god forbade them.
You're one of those.
Can't argue with that.
Do you wear that stupid hat to hide your empty skull?
How dare you insult my hat? I will have no more of this. Begone!
Needless to say, the meeting didn't go well.
If you expect me to compromise with that jackanape, the council better make it worth my while.
We shall.
Let us let this deal fall apart.
We should grant churches.
Grant the churches.
Oh.
Oh wait, that raises stability by 1. Oh, yeah, it's still the 4. That's alright.
We have been looking to expand. Fine, I'll see what this fool has to say.
Much to the Grandee's irritation, the church immediately begins building monasteries and cathedrals in most of the fertile fields of the south. And so after weeks of discussion, the summit between Lemongrave and the Archbishop draws to a close.
So, no more tickets to the afterlife. We'll change the wording of the holy text to forbid both selfishness and elfishness. But, can I at least keep my hat?
Fine, you can keep that hat, I guess.
While Lemongrave withdrew his criticism of the church, his followers have been growing increasingly rarely simmer down. When the Archbishop's power is diminished, so is the king's legitimacy. The divine right to rule no longer sounds convincing.
Nothing that takes trade down.
No. It's only something that takes trade up. A deer park and a prison to put the deer in.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I remember like these were the longest portions when we were making that sheet. Just sitting here and waiting for the
Yeah, that's what fell the longest. Because everything else, we're like, oh, this one, oh, this one, oh, this one. Whoa, all Heartlands.
Seeds of a rebellion. A terrible secret about a terrible secret.
Your Majesty, terrible news. The Count's deliberately enduring the power of the Church in the East.
The church has been in trouble for a while.
You're right, Your Majesty. The Church has been losing more and more influence. What's even more alarming is why this has been going on. The Counts are planning to hull your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time they're finished, it'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over your body and soul.
The ninth god.
My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring this sacrilege to the Council's attention.
Hmm.
You're gonna veto that one.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess it's not that weird. I see where he's coming from. He knows that it wouldn't be enough of a stopgap
Who's this for?
for me.
You.
Oh. I'm not about to let you get a free pass like that.
Morning and evening, take time of your busy schedule to bathe. Fortunately, holy water is extra holy if it's cold and maintain a near permanent shiver. Still, you detect no signs of possession. The Count's efforts have been hampered. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of the next season.
That's the 5th peasant I've had to send to the Whore of Limes this week. I just like the others. She was trying to steal our gold and give it to the poor. What do you need with gold anyways?
Don't we have like a standard living wage or something like that? Did my father and I?
Something is amiss, Your Majesty. Something has been stirring up discontent among the peasants, and I have a reason to believe it is the barons.
Why would the barons stir up trouble with the common folk?
Peasants' uprising is trouble. If not de-escalated quickly, the barons will capitalize on the instability to install Martin as king. So, we kill a few more, put the fear of the 9th into them. You misunderstood. That is exactly what the barons want. It will cause chaos, as they say. Your Majesty, we must get a grip on the common folk. If the kingdom is stable, discontent will not all be able to spread as easily. This will give me time to root out the conspirators. The kingdom could certainly be better if things didn't change soon. These protests will only get worse. Perhaps things will aid you in this endeavor. Oh,
You just voted to delay your own plan.
yeah. I mean, it was gonna go through anyways. It was.
Well, it didn't bump it enough.
Hospitals. Everyone
It
loves
bumped it
hospitals.
too.
Ever since doctors stopped just waiting for people to die instead of tried curing them, everyone has always wanted more hospitals. Everyone that is besides nobles usually have to pay for it.
Ooh, that does.
But why should we have to pay for them?
Yeah.
Your marriage to Nymphadora has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about perfecting her combat moves than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir.
Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins.
Pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere.
The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I will meet with the Archbishop tomorrow.
Back in the March, BJ Squared has met with his co-conspirators once again. Brandy is being passed around in good measures, and it seems spirits are high.
We've done it again. You beautiful bastards. The common folk are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace across the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences of this. Other than the king, of course. Huzzah! I'm sure the king is already cowering in his palace. Who knew common folk would be so useful? Now then, only one step remains. I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the common folk to turn violent. This involves taking away their bread.
Lower all trade.
Yeah, not doing lower trade. Bread. It all comes down to bread. Diabolical! Why, you might even call it evil. No, it's for their own good when you think about it. Everyone will be better off with me on the throne. With the final push, we will ensure the king soon has more than just a few angry peasants on his hands.
Makes you think how many famines throughout history were intentionally caused by nobles.
Yeah,
Some people say most of them, but
probably all of them.
not all of them. Some of them are clearly ecological.
Yeah, I guess the
Like I would say the
potato.
556 famine.
Lots of famines are just caused by a breakdown of the
Alright.
distribution system, whether intentional or not.
And once the fighting starts, I'll be right there ready to step in and negotiate, if you know what I mean.
The final stage of this scheme, France must lower all regions combined farming to 12 or less.
They literally are it now. Oh no.
No, they don't.
No, I gotta go down by 2.
Down to the south, the Grandee Darkula is visiting the wizard Atmorel in her tower, floating on an island amid the clouds.
The beehives are silenced, and over in the apiary, the vast cities of the Dream Queens are hollow ruins. It pains me that this was necessary, but they were growing arrogant.
My thanks, great wizard. Now, how should we guess overthrowing this troublesome king? Oh. Oh, it's by
Raise
two.
trade or raise stability.
Hmm. He wants trade, though.
Yes, he does want trade.
What happens if trade's already maxed out, Islander?
You gotta keep it there.
I think you just
Yeah.
succeed, yeah.
So he has to raise it by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually your third step you gotta raise budget.
Worse than death. Well, it can be done, but it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. King Lothgar III deserves no such fate. If you want me to do this, I will require additional payment. Perhaps more than you can afford.
By the 9, I thought we already sealed the deal.
I offer to overthrow the king, not torment him. Come back when you can afford my services.
Final stage of the scheme, the Grandees must
Based
raise their
their
trade
fee, not overall.
to at least 10.
Yeah.
Are you going to cruel tax the barons and let them rebel with their 3 months? Look at all
I can
that
afford it.
money. Okay.
And you wonder why we want to overthrow you.
Horror in the East.
Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. That's
And he
my
got
job.
$4,000.
Terrible. How many victims?
You're greedy, man.
Majesty, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbage story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Your Grace, my armies cannot handle it. Damn it.
Well, your armies are going to handle it.
Your armies are gonna have to handle it.
Very well.
I'm like, lower farming. Ooh.
The regiment marches in. Yeah, Jacob, you were right. The regiment marches in circles for rakes through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. When they return, many soldiers appear to be brought back some sort of manner of disease from the bog. They're coughing and paling and too weak to hold swords. Meanwhile, the monster's attacks continue to menace the east. You hear reports that it no longer confines its attacks to the nighttime. Soon the peasants are too afraid to tend their crops, which lie rotten in the fields.
Hell yeah, dude. Because you failed the roll, down the farming by 1.
Overrun by bandits.
Every day more bandits attack the roads in the south. We are overrun with scoundrels and outlaws.
I've looked into this, Your Majesty. A leader of sorts has emerged from among the rabble for now. The lawless scum do his bidding.
Tell me more.
He calls himself Thomas Greensleeves, and he claims to steal from the rich and give to the poor. By the 9th, have you ever heard of such nonsense? You make it fun.
Yes.
The local villagers idolize him. They're singing ballads about him, turning him into a legend, and they won't hesitate to let his men hide among them when the sheriff comes knocking.
Who cares who he is? We need to kill him and teach the others a lesson.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Please
The
do
middle
A
two.
or D.
Dave, if you do D, we win. If you vote D, me and you win.
We win? How do we win?
I Monarch voted it. It will be a tie. Yeah. It doesn't matter what they do now because it's a tie.
Well, let's just.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna vote for the ones to lower the trade.
Damn it.
You launch a smear campaign across the kingdom. Town criers shout about how Thomas Greensleeve's bandits are cannibals and sadists. Posters denounce them as devil-worshipping warlock. In particularly ingenious touch, your Spymaster sends a fleet of spies to crank the rumor mill, seeding taverns with gossip that Greensleeves is secretly ennoble and staging attacks to justify increasing road policing. It works like a charm. Greensleeves bandits mostly remain loyal, but the scandalized villagers refuse to shelter them any longer. Soon enough, he's hunted down by the sheriff and hanged by the roadside.
Whoa.
His bandits flee to the hills, their morale broken. Peace returns to the south roads.
The Grandees
They
are
went
one
up.
point away
A
from.
miraculous discovery.
Nine above, your majesty, one of the peasants from my estate discovered something extraordinary.
I was lost in the desert, herding my sheep, and I ran out of water. Then I swear I heard the voice of the ninth god in my ear. He said, "Drink and be sustained, for you are faithful." Then an oasis bubbled up from the dry sand.
This is amazing news!
Even better, the water has healing properties. A single sip fixed my sprained ankle.
A true miracle in the south. It is marvelous news indeed. We must allow the kingdom's faithful to access these sacred waters. Nay, the whole world.
A moment, your majesty. For free? Hmm? Jacob, please. Please. Jacob, please. I'll do anything. Jacob.
It won't matter. You'll be the king.
Yeah. But
I'm
we'll
not
finally
giving
overthrow
that-
Jordan. That was the plan.
I'm not tossing away a point like that.
Jacob, come on. Please.
Damn.
Oh!
No,
Damn it.
still thinking.
Jacob!
As word spreads about the ninth god's protection, pilgrims eagerly flock to the south for relaxation and healing. The treasury has gone up, the finance in the south is down, the Grandees gained some wealth. But the peasants complain that since the ninth god spoke to a lowly shepherd, the site should be free to all. Some enterprising villagers sneak in at night to bathe in the waters, leaving only muddy footprints in their wake.
Jacob.
A count rides to a remote, unremarkable spot of moorlands. Soon another joins them.
Many serfs are moving east as they lose faith in the church. Priests daren't show their faces in public. Most pleasing. This is the perfect time to make our next move. We must invite a demon to possess the king. The ancient books describe two demons, each attracted to different aspects of a human mind. Raise
Raise treasury? Fuck.
treasury, because this one is standardized. Like, it's not like a set number.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go raise authority. Only need to take it to 7. Or 8 even. The cockroach
I'll take it
queen
8.
was once a favored servant of the ninth god. But when she betrayed him, he banished her to the deepest caves where she became a twisted agent of the seventh. She deserves to rise to power once more. She will be attracted to a powerful king whose authority is unquestioned. Yeah, authority to 8.
I was 1 point away on my farming too. from being in the
Yeah.
so, and then that
Oh,
your damn
Noah,
thing.
Are you gonna rebel, Noah?
Yeah, with me and my 3 army. I mean, you're down to 5 now, so
You can't win if you're rebelling.
yeah. My liege, your prisons are overcrowded and the March's armies are understaffed. A solution presents itself.
Whoa.
Got it in one, your majesty. The law forbids criminals from joining the army. I say we overturn that outdated legislation and start pulling people out of the cells and into uniform.
Giving them a chance to redeem themselves.
Redeem themselves? By my honor, no! I don't care about that. I just need troops. And at this point, I'll take them where I can get them.
You can't be seriously considering this, Your Holiness. This is a stand of honor of the kingdom's army. The Grandees will have no part in it.
I think we should allow all the kingdom's armies to sign up criminals if they choose to.
Sounds good enough to me. Well, I didn't necessarily want the whole kingdom to copy my idea, but I suppose I can't complain.
The armies of the Council and Barons swell their ranks with cutthroats and murderers, rescued from damp cells and offered a second chance at life. The only exemption are their grandees who consider polluting their ranks with common criminals to be a stain on their honor.
The king's justice means nothing these days.
Unfortunately, a sizable number of new recruits deserted at the first opportunity and took to the hills, becoming roving brigands who plagued the entire kingdom's roads for years to come.
Oh.
Oh, you guys could rebel now.
We reduced the king's trade, and
Yeah.
now
And we didn't actually, we didn't hit.
which would be an overwhelming force against the king. But let's hold off.
Enjoying a quiet game of croquet with Nifedora when Grandee Darkula marches across your lawn, arm in a sling.
Agard, look what your foul beasts have done to me.
My foul beasts?
Your swans, Your Majesty. They're like geese.
You dummy!
By the blood of the dead, Grandee Darkula, spit it out. What's happened to you?
I'm having a lovely stroll through my new deer park when I got ambushed by feathery white swans with the seventh god himself. Broke my arm with one blow from its wing. They're like it's from Kung Fu Panda. As king, you own every swan in your kingdom. You're responsible for this injury. I demand justice. And trade.
Technically, you do own all the swans of the kingdom, Your Majesty. It's been a law for at least 100 years. But
Your
it also
grandfather
makes
put that
you
in.
responsible for the actions of said swans.
Of course it does, you buffoon.
You dare insult the king's chancellor? Execute the offending swan? This really isn't the king's fault.
Not really the king's fault.
Have you taken leave of your senses? If you don't teach this foul a lesson, other swans will be emboldened. Swan attacks will put half the council out of commission. Just you wait.
My liege, I'm fed up with this new horse of limes contraption. Everyone's using it. Nobles, commoners, priests, they all get their heads chopped off in the bloody horse of limes. Whatever happened to the good old days when nobles were beheaded with good, honest axes and commoners were hanged with filthy rats?
Well, the Greensleeve was hung.
Now there's no dignity in death. The atrocity. We're treated like peasant. That raises authority.
Yeah, we don't want that.
That
No equality for all means everyone gets their heads chopped off.
Jacob, you don't want that?
yeah, that
I'm supposed to be raising authority.
yeah. I was like, oh. I was more curious why Jordan put golden vote on that.
It's the Monarch's vote.
Yeah, Monarch's vote. I don't know why you're just trying to give the win to Jacob there.
Jacob's the farthest away from winning out of the three of you, just an FYI.
What do you mean? He's on the third step as us.
No, it's
Yeah.
much easier to get rid of 2 farming than it is to get 3 as authority if I'm actively oppressing both of you.
Oh, he needs 3 authority.
He needs 3 more authority.
Ooh,
His authority has gone down since he's chosen it.
I hate the fact that you can't see the progress of the other factions without asking the king to display it.
No, you see this arrow right here?
Yeah.
That means you gotta go up.
But it
What
doesn't
do you
say
mean?
how much.
Yeah, I know. That's
No.
the thing.
That's what.
I even opened it before I did it. I did
It's
this.
just when I have my page open, it covers the whole section of the trading stuff.
Means, don't you?
Yeah. By the 9th, where did we start caring about equality?
The common folks at least appreciate your fair-mindedness. Criminals start publicly thanking you moments before they rest their necks on the Whore of Limes.
You know, with I'm just smoking one sec.
Barons, I call thee to arms. Remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying upon peasants in the east?
It's difficult to forget.
I have reason to believe that the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. Count Mara, to be precise. Count Mara. She's a real count. The peasants believe that Count Mara transforms into a colossal, bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights.
Do we know something like this ever happening before?
Only in legend. King Karvik II was said to turn in such a beast and slaughter his servants at night. But in the day he was mild-mannered as a baby duck, and had no memory of his crimes. Perhaps the same is true here.
What should I do?
Pray do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Count Mara greatly, and for no good reason.
I'll send a message to Mara.
Jordan. He's already starting to lead a rebellion. Do you think maybe you want to take down his military effect?
Not a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? You're right, Dave.
Damn
It
Dave.
pulls up his authority.
Very well, Your Highness. Whatever you say.
When your knights arrive to arrest Count Mara, they're attacked by enormous beasts with the coal black fur and claws like scythes.
I remember this.
Slays dozens of knights. Once finally wounded beyond hope of recovery, it turns back into human shape. Count Mara lies on the floor, frail and limbs soaked in blood.
Please, release me of my curse.
Or Count Mara dragged back to your dungeons.
Ooh, Your Highness, we cannot allow this dangerous beast to live. You place us all at risk.
Quiet, fool. Count Mara may be a monster, but they still have noble blood like you or I.
Count Mara is chained up in the dungeons beneath the palace. For months, your dreams are haunted by their howling.
Nobles, barons of the march, I summon thee to war.
Are you trying to get me to rebel?
Your Majesty, excellent news from beyond the sky. As your Highness knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I've seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the east. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event.
By the nine, nay, an eclipse is a warning from the ninth god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow.
All nobles start talking at once. Some are excited, some are horrified, and some are very loud. Oh, but all are very loud.
No, Jordan, please. Damn it.
That would only be raising my trade, so you just f***ed yourself there, Jordan, and it wouldn't.
No, don't kill my farming.
You know what you must do, Jacob.
I know, I have to.
Why are you killing my?
I can't do rebellion if my faith is low, if my defiance goes down.
Some of the counts grumble that the council isn't taking the impending solar event seriously, but even the grumpiest have to admit that concentrating on their terrestrial assets yields a decent bounty.
Come, join the rebellion, barons. We'll not have a better chance.
Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die? Ask my crown be passed down to? Council halls filled with nervous silence. My legitimized, natural-born son. The assembly of nobles breaks out into a play of applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their king's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily.
My liege, may I be the first to congratulate you on your legitimizing your son. What is his name?
Lothgar the Fourth.
Huzzah, your majesty! I'm sure little Lothgar the Fourth will grow up to be a chip of the old block.
Not if I kill them all first.
Congratulations from finding an heir. Now you need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon.
Come on, barons. Join me.
How am I supposed to join you?
Just click rebellions and click join.
I go
Dave,
to
are you
rebellions
gonna build
and
the
I can only
Grand
join my rebellion.
Maybe.
Yeah, join
I
your
can't-
rebellion. Yeah, that's fine. You don't join my rebellion. It's like,
Congratulations, Dave. I think you win.
Oh yeah, they literally, even together, they can't.
Yeah, they can't do anything about that.
The kingdom is mine!
I have a fine place to take over.
I mean, you did get 3 in a row, Jordan.
Yeah, I know. I'm so done with being king. I was like still trying to win, but I'm done being king.
you're like, oh my god! Why won't you kill me? Have you joined your rebellion?
Nope. He wants you to
Hell,
lose,
man.
Jacob. Worse than
It's
death.
death time to wizard.
The sun is setting, but you're still at your desk, sorting through paperwork. You never knew being king would involve so much reading.
It's getting late, dear. Come to bed.
You're right, this can wait until tomorrow. Infidora smiles and departs, motioning you to follow. You begin hurriedly stashing away your papers. As you shove a sheaf of documents into your drawer, you notice something. Your hair is standing on end. Your papers begin to flutter as though stirred by a breeze. Look up and see a frizzy-haired figure in tattered robes, flanked by Grandee, Darkula, and Verdad, the Grandees claimant to your throne.
Greetings, your majesty.
Surprised to see us?
I'll double what he's paying you, wizard.
And go back on my word? No, I take my promises seriously.
Guards! Guards! Your march of veterans rush into the room, but Atmorel flicks a hand, a bolt of lightning jumps between them, and the air fills with the smell of sizzled flesh. Veterans collapse, fried into a crispy skeleton. I suppose this is how it ends.
It's unfair, isn't it? Using magic almost feels like cheating. I feel guilty about it later, after my coronation.
Cousin, how can you do this to me? With trembling hand, Verdad reaches out and plucks the crown from your head.
Suits you, your highness. Now let's leave the sorry king to his fate.
The new monarch and their loyal servant depart, leaving you alone with the wizard, your mouth taste of metal.
Apologies for the inconvenience, your holiness, but I've been asked to give you a fate worse than death.
Can't you just kill me instead?
I will not break my promise, but I can interpret it creatively. Count yourself lucky the Grandees didn't find another wizard for the job. Pestia would have undoubtedly done something horrible. Gordius would have made you like himself. Scrampton, well, he'd probably eat you. Take my hand.
Her tone broke snoring, but as your palm slides in hers, you feel sparks running up your arm like fizzling trickles of water, and your mind explodes. You can see eternity. Stars, sparks, then gutter out. You see Celeste Ath half assembled on Cadaver's workbench. You see the ninth god slipping a poison seed into the sixth god of wine. You see the necropolis rising from the southern desert in time before the ninth. You see Queen Sashar of the east walk into a lake, wrapped in chains. You see the Yulian, the wise, the last independent king of the march, kneeling before Arl the Great. Aeons flash past to microseconds and then begin anew. Flowers bloom and rot. Children wail as they die of old age. You see all of time and realize that though a king, you are nothing, a speck of dust.
Do you understand?
I already am moment ending.
I'm
Already.
already ending. Yes.
Yes,
You
you.
understand.
A sense of peace washes over you. You take Athelmore's hand. He transports you to a distant farm, somewhere far away, sheep crowding around your legs, bleeding.
Watch the sunrise. Watch it set. Live well.
The grass is rising to meet you. No, you're shrinking. Your feet are splitting into trotters. Wool rises up from your skin, and you open your mouth. Bah.
Goodbye, your majesty. I hope the grass stays fresh and juicy.
In the end, you're much happier as a sheep than you ever were as a king.
Damn.
The shepherd was surprised to find one more sheep in his flock, but he didn't question his good luck. After all, it was the most docile little sheep a farmer could hope for. The counts, led by Alloric, launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing besides distracting the king while cunning schemers took the throne. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the baron's scheme fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they'd take matters into their own hands, instead of hinging their plans on the whims of common folk. With King Lothgar III gone to eat grass and contemplate his own insignificance, Monarch Verdad was crowned. None dared challenge his succession, fearing the wizard Atmorel's wrath. But the whims of wizards are fickle, and it was soon obvious that Verdad could not rely on their magical ally. I should have voted with Noah. It would have fucked my rebellion over, but at least it would have held.
Oh, I should have looked at the other stats. Whoops.
Now you're able to give me the save file, right?
Yes, I can do this. And I can do export. And I can go show code.
Okay.
Quickly, copy it.